Hey everybody, we are going to be talking about Social Security today. It is good to be back. I've been on vacation, uh, but we got some good news from the Social Security Administration regarding the average benefit. We're going to get to that in just a second. Before we do, check out the link you see on your screen, fool.com/MattF. Get an offer from the Motley Fool. A lot of retirees leave thousands of dollars of Social Security benefits on the table. Find out how to not let that happen to you. Again, fool.com/MattF. All right, so let's dive right into it. I'm going to share my screen. All right, so here's the headline news. So as of May 2025, which is the Social Security benefit people will actually receive in June, the average benefit has hit an all-time high. It has now surpassed $2,000 a month for the first time ever, with the average retired worker now getting a little over $2,000, $2,002.39 on average for a retired worker, to be exact. So what does that mean? That means that the average retired worker now gets over $24,000 per year in inflation protected retirement income. But of course, this is just the average. Many people get significantly more or significantly less than that. If you started collecting Social Security earlier, uh, there's a good chance that you get less than that. And if you were a high earner or waited a long time to start getting Social Security, there's a good chance that you get more than that. And also, it's worth noting that retirement benefits for retired workers are just one part of the Social Security program. So there are a bunch of other averages to talk about. So just to kind of go through where everything stands right now, remember, this is as of May, which is the benefit people received in June, so this month. Um, so you can see retired workers, I've already discussed that. The average retired worker gets a little over $2,000, and that makes up 52.8 million out of the 69.6 million Social Security beneficiaries. The average spouse getting benefits on a someone else's work record gets about $950 per month. That certainly makes sense. The spousal benefit can be as much as half of the retired worker's full benefit. So you see, it's a little less than half. The average survivor's benefit, which is, if you're a widower or a widow, if you are a child of someone who's deceased, the average monthly benefit is $1,566 and some change. The average Social Security disability benefit, this is not SSI, this is SSDI, this is Social Security Disability Insurance. The average monthly benefit is $1,439.97. So overall, almost 70 million people get some form of Social Security benefit, and the average amount is $1,857.75. So one interesting thing is that the average benefit has risen pretty fast. Since the end of 2024, which was less than half a year ago, the average retired workers benefit has grown by 4.5%. Some of this is because of the cost of living adjustment that went into effect in January, but that was only 2.5%. So there are 2 full percentage points of increase that are due to other factors, and there's one factor in particular that I've talked about on this channel before. So the Social Security Fairness Act increased benefits for millions of people. It pretty much had to do with people who worked in certain government jobs mostly who did not have to pay Social Security taxes. They were in non covered employment, as it's referred to. And what it did, it brought their benefits up to what they should be. Most of the news was made about the retroactive payments that beneficiaries received. Some people got checks for thousands of dollars in back benefits because I think it went back to the beginning of 2024. But the increase just went into effect now. So not only were there lump sum checks sent out, which a lot of people got, but a couple million people got an average increase of $360 per month on their Social Security benefits. It's a pretty significant portion of retirees and a pretty significant increase. So even though not everybody got it, it did shift the overall average upward a little bit. And when combined with that cost of living adjustment we saw in January, the result was that the average worker's benefit is up by 4.5% since the end of last year, reached that $2,000 level for the first time ever. So again, this is just the average. There are ways to make your Social Security benefit higher than the average, to make it, and ways it could be lower than the average. I mentioned early retirees. Let me stop my share real quick. So at full retirement age for people who are reaching it now, it's around 67 years old. It's 67 for anybody born in 1960 or later. It's a little bit sooner for people who were born in the 1950s. Basically, you take 2 months for every year before 1960. So someone who was born in 1959, it would be 66 years and 10 months instead of 67. If you claim before full retirement age, your benefit can be reduced by as much as 30% permanently, depending on how early you can claim. But on the other hand, if you wait till after your full retirement age, your benefit can be permanently increased by 8% per year that you choose to wait. And by the way, that's prorated by the month, and even a few months can make a big difference in your Social Security. A lot of people think it's by the year, but let's say if you kind of want to claim Social Security at age 63 and you wait till 63 years and 2 months, it will make a difference in the benefits you get, and it's permanent. And Social Security is the only inflation protected source of income that most retirees have. So it's worth trying to max out your Social Security. The other part of the equation is your lifetime earnings, which by the time you are in your 60s, there's not a whole lot you can do about that part. But the claiming age you can usually control in most circumstances. Some people have no choice but to claim early. But something to think about. So that's where the average is. You can kind of compare yourself to what the average person gets or will get if you're not at Social Security age yet. Check out your estimate at SSA.gov. You can look at your latest Social Security statement, which has an estimation of your benefits based on your actual work record for a variety of claiming ages. You can see what it would be if you claimed early, if you waited till full retirement age, or anywhere in between, or claimed late. So check that out, see where you stand now, so you can make the best decisions for you and your family accordingly. And be sure to stay tuned right now for a message from our sponsor, The Motley Fool. We don't want you to miss out on any Social Security benefits, so check it out and hit the subscribe button if you don't subscribe already. I cover Social Security all the time. All right, see you next time. Here's an interesting fact. Most retirees don't realize they could be missing out on almost $23,000 in extra Social Security benefits every single year. The truth is, Social Security has hidden strategies that could help you maximize your retirement income, but most people never take advantage of them. Luckily, our sponsor, The Motley Fool, has got you covered so you don't make that mistake. If you want to boost your benefits and retire with more confidence, go to fool.com/MattF right now to learn more about Motley Fool Stock Advisor.